everybody, and welcome back to another video. Today we have got stages 3 and 4 of the Flamme Rouge Racing Tour France, and what an unbelievable series this is. It's just so brutal, but I have to admit I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's given me such an amazing sense of achievement just completing these races and competing now for 4 stages in a row. Now, this being stage 3, this is an individual time trial around R.G.V, so it's kind of like a lap and a half of this course. So I expected around about an hour and 10 minutes, just kind of pedal to the metal as such, but was a bit unsure of how I was going to do with this one because you know, I've been making steady progress with my fitness, but this was obviously the 3rd day in a row of competing in a race, which is something that I haven't actually done for absolutely ages. So my goal with this one, it was a mass start, but my goal with this one was just to kind of keep a steady power that I thought I could hold for round about an hour. I was actually thinking at first it would be around about 55 minutes, but no, it was kind of a little bit longer than that. And I wasn't doing too bad on the GC at the moment, so my 2 aims are obviously staying in contention for GC, so not completely bonking halfway through, and also the kind of KOM top, which I'm there or thereabouts. I think I'm kind of maybe top 10 at the moment. So as you can see here, I'm just trying to hold a steady power around 250 to 270. As you can see, there's lots of threshold there, and I actually met someone along the way here. Chap called Alejandro, who's riding for Wahoo Kickr. You can see him there, and he was messaging me throughout. I was messaging him back. He's just saying that he's going to try and stay with me. I think he's actually a stronger rider than I am, to be honest with you, but yeah, that was really nice, and it was really kind of good having him there the whole time as a little bit of a pace. I think he mentioned kind of halfway through that he was going to try and do around a 1 hour and 5 minutes, so it was really good to have him there to kind of you know, to kind of not sit behind, because we're not getting any draft as it's an ITT, but to help me pace, really, because that's something that I do struggle with, especially, you know, on these longer ITTs that I haven't really not done one of these for absolutely ages. I mean, I've never done an hour-long ITT, and for me, I actually found this really, really tough. As you can see here, we're just coming up the Aqueduct KOM. There were no fastest through points or KOM points today, so it was just literally the kind of solid ITT, and it's a pretty flat course, to be honest with you. So the Aqueduct KOM reverse was the only kind of little incline, really, you could say. There was a snaky bit towards the end, which you'll see in a bit, but yeah, that was pretty much all, to be honest with you. So yeah, I mean, I did quite a good job, I felt, of holding the power. Now, I probably went out a little bit too hard, but as you can see here, we're just kind of coming up to now 52 minutes, 53 minutes into the race, and I'm still kind of doing quite a bit of threshold work, which is, I mean, I'm really, really happy with that. And Alejandro, who's still just up ahead of me there, is helping me kind of pace really, really well. Now, there's a couple of others in my category around me, so I just want to make sure that they're not getting away, but also at the same time not completely bonked, because I was feeling pretty tired at this point. I know I've said before that I don't like the kind of spike on power and then rest like the ZRL, but this is a different kind of hurt, to be honest with you. And it's I think it's a real mental game, this, just trying to make sure that you keep on the power, try to hold my cadence around sort of late 70s to early 80s. And yeah, with 2.2 miles to go, I am just counting down the clock, counting down those miles. And I actually, like, coming to the end of the race here, I actually put down a little bit more power, which was amazing. I kind of feel like towards the end of races, I can do this a little bit. I always manage to save a little bit in reserve. And yeah, just really looking forward to finishing this one, because it was absolutely brutal. As I say, it was good to have Alejandro. He's just left me now because I am, as I say, just doing my best to kind of hang on. But yeah, final sprint, or not sprint, but final segment coming through to the finishing banner. And just what a ride, what a race, what a course to do it on. And this is why I love the Flamme Rouge Racing stuff, because it's just such a sense of achievement. You know, never thought I would be doing an hour and 5 minute long ITT ever. So yeah, just mixing it up. But as you can see there, so I'm in 6th position after stage 3 of the GC. So I've not really lost much time there, 2 minutes and 47 behind. So pretty pleased with that. So now we come on to stage 4, which is Casse-Pattes. We go twice up the Petit KOM. And kind of, you know, same thing again. You know, this is the 4th stage in a row of racing, so I am now feeling absolutely hanging. I don't know, I really wanted to give it my all though, because tomorrow we've got a rest day, so stage 4 was on the Tuesday. Wednesday we've got off, so I could kind of give it, you know, everything else, or everything that I had. And at the start of this race again, Alejandro was kind of in the same pen as me, and he offered some support. So during this race, you'll be seeing some sort of camera angles from his point of view. He offered me a wheel. He was giving me tactics throughout, which was amazing, to be honest with you, because I think it really helped me get through this race in the best position, and definitely mentally it kind of kept me in check, which is what I need sometimes. So Alejandro, it was an absolute pleasure riding with you, and thank you so much for your support through this. And also thanks for the camera, or thanks for the footage as well, which you'll see it from both point of views. There we go. So yeah, this is a start. Now, normal start, it's just absolutely kicked off here. But thankfully Alejandro is pacing me back onto that main group, which is good, because I was gonna slip back into the group behind, because I thought that was mainly, you know, my pack. But once again, it's nice having that kind of little bit extra there. It just gives me the motivation to get back into this main pack, which was really good. So super helpful there. Now here we are going through the first sprint, and as I've said before, I'm not really going for any sprint points. I just wanted to stay with the front group, so not really burn too many matches. However, I did want to go for the KOM stuff, so the Aqueduct, which is coming up shortly here, I did want to give this a little go, and it was at this point that I was feeling awful. I was really feeling quite bad, but yeah, a good effort for me there, and I think I got a little bit of a telling off from Alejandro, just saying basically keep it steady, don't burn too many matches, which was you know, it was also good to hear. So yeah, that's me just kind of talking back, and as we're coming up to the next little KOM here, oh, it's the first time around the KOM, I kind of mentioned that I wanted to do around 3.5 watts per kilogram, because this group was, I think, probably a little bit too good for me. So I was happy just to do my own pace with Alejandro just in front of me there. As you can see, just down the bottom right hand side is just helping me pace back on here. And you know, once again, I was really pleased with this, because yeah, some of the group, as you can see, left me at the front, but I'm just pacing myself really well. I'm not going over my threshold or over what I think I can do, because we've still got to come up this climb once more today. So I'm just kind of biding my time and just sitting behind Alejandro, pacing myself really well. And yeah, it actually worked a treat, this sort of just coming to the top here. And I realised there's another chap in the group here called Michael, who you may have seen in one of my other videos. Now, he is a couple of seconds behind me, just in the pink cap there. He's a couple of seconds behind me at the moment on GC. So I know whatever happens today, you know, I'm going to need to stay in front of him if I want to keep my GC position. So yeah, Alejandro's just saying there that you know, not to attack and not to go on the front at all, especially during this sprint, so just sit in. So really good advice again. And my plan was at this point to try and attack as best I could on the last KOM. Alejandro's doing a great job here of just kind of keeping the pace up, which was, you know, superb. And actually at this point it was letting me get a little bit of additional rest, which I can guarantee that I needed at this point. And you can see kind of a bigger group has come together. Now, during one of the next sprints, Alejandro said, let's follow Michael basically to save a bit, because at this point I'm thinking, well, he is my main competitor. He's with me on GC, just telling me that he's wearing the pink cap as well, which is really good. And this actually really helped me again, because I wasn't necessarily focusing on, you know, doing massive watts. I was just focusing on one particular person As you can see just by the side of me there, not going over my limit, which, you know, once again really helped me, especially coming up to the Aqueduct KOM. It just meant that I wasn't burning one of those matches that, you know, once that disappears, that is me basically out the back. So, you know, this race so far so good. Still in with a shot, just coming up the Aqueduct KOM again. Thought I'd give it a little kind of sprint just to make sure that I'm getting some KOM points if possible. And then Alejandro's back on the front. Now, as we're coming up now to the last KOM, I just said 3.5 into 3.7 because that's what I thought I could kind of hold for the next 5 minutes up this little climb. Once again, Alejandro's there doing a great job in pacing this, just on the right hand side. And yeah, kind of that Michael slips back a little bit, so I'm feeling okay at this point. But yeah, just trying to do my best to hold around the 3.5 to 3.7 mark. And yeah, surprisingly, the legs were good. The legs were really good, and as you can see, holding on to the front of this pack here, which I was quite surprised about. Now, there are a few in my category, you can see named under CAY. So, as I say, I just want to do my best to stay with them, not lose any GC time, and just, yeah, do my best. And as you can see, we're just coming up to the very last bit here, counting down the final miles again. Managed to get through and over the finishing line. Oh, what a race. What a 4 stages so far. Now, the amazing news, and I couldn't quite believe it myself, is I've moved up to 3rd in GC. So I'm a little way behind first position, but to be in 3rd place after 4 stages is just unbelievable. I am super happy with that. I'm kind of up there as well in the kind of polka dot jersey. So 4th position, which is great. I'm nowhere near on the green jersey, but we don't care about the green jersey. All we want is the GC and the polka dot. But I'm just, you know, this has been an amazing race so far. Looking forward to the next couple. Really tough stages coming up. So hope you stick with me on the series, and I'll see you on the next one.